Hello, my name is Chris Chowan and I'm the Emerging Technologies Assistant at Wired Sussex. Hello, my name is Chris Chowan and I'm the Emerging Technologies Assistant at Wired Sussex. My name is still Chris Chowan, but I've also turned my volume up. My name is still Chris Chowan, but I've also turned my volume up. We don't need the gain to be that high. Okay, how's this sound now? I'm talking, I'm still talking, and I'm live on YouTube. Okay, how's this sound now? I'm talking, I'm still talking, and I'm live on YouTube. Okay, how's this sound now? I'm talking, I'm still talking, and I'm live on YouTube. That's quite a bit of echo. I'm hoping it won't be that bad when it comes down to it. That's quite a bit of echo. I'm hoping it won't be that bad when it comes down to it. Sound works properly. If I put up the invite code, it's difficult because I can't see the screen. Where's my mouse cursor? I go invite. Oh, I'm on this screen. Copy URL. Do you mind joining? Do you need the code?
Yeah.
173.
How do I join? Sorry.
Oh, no worries. Do you have the Zoom app installed?
No.
Okay, that's fine. If you go to zoom.us with a Z, /J /173
Yep.
224 331.
And that's it, yeah?
That should be it. Hopefully it'll pop up on the screen.
Yeah, that's good. I'm not Zoom anyway. I don't want that.
There you go, you're on the screen.
Right, so that's...
Okay. Hopefully it should. Is it getting sound from you?
I'm not sure. I'm speaking, but I don't know if you're getting sound.
Fun one. It's a question that
What is it? I've got... on me. Can you hear me now? Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, working.
Oh, feedback through that.
So what do you want me to speak into?
The next thing, so I'm trying not to set this trigger off. If possible, could you now go outside and keep talking?
Yep, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Can you hear me okay? Awesome. Give me 1 second. I'm just getting the live stream up on my phone to see how much echo it causes. Can you hear me okay? Oh. That was me coming through from the recording before. The live stream has a delay. You just heard me a second time. Okay, if you talk for a moment.
Okay.
Bear with me 1 sec. God, the amount of echoes and loops of people is so annoying. Okay, I think we're okay. I'm hoping.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, I can hear you. Okay. Just keep talking for the next 10 seconds. Count to 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Testing audio. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright.
Is that enough?
Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
Okay, cool. Should I go back in, or is that alright now?
I'm hoping that's alright now. I'm just going to have to do my own testing to try and get rid of this echo. It's a little bit annoying.
There's not an echo on my side.
Yeah, it won't be for you. Actually, there should be an echo for you. That's weird.
I don't know, actually. Speak a bit more.
Hello, hello, hello. Well, no, it should be the problem that you hear your own voice.
No, I don't hear anything. Just, there is no echo.
Okay, that sounds good to me then.
Good.
Alright, perfect. Thank you very much.
No worries. How do I hang up?
So this is where Ed will sit.
This is really cool. What the heck is all this?
It's all my recording software equipment from home.
Why do you have all this?
I used to live stream.
This is fun.
Can I have a seat?
This is when you have your food and do your twitching. What's it called?
It doesn't.
Hello. Well, this is really fun. Oh my goodness.
You are also live.
Do you know what? I've always because I love to talk. But I'm not very eloquent and like. I don't have anything interesting to say, but I've always wanted to be on a podcast.
This is where it gets real.
I would love to be on a podcast. Let's do a podcast. Chris and Rosalie's Fusebox podcast. Talking about tech and vegan issues.
Amazing.
Maybe we should do that. Should we we're like two opposites, not opposites, but like trying to, like two colleagues trying to find commonalities between gaming and what do I like? Dogs.
Gaming and dogs, yeah.
Dogs, vegan,
if you
food.
Want more of the podcast sound, I just raise your
Oh my god, this is happening.
So now you're like
this is what it's. I can hear myself, but it's not terrible. I've never disliked my voice.
Well,
I think there's a.
Live, it's a lot better. When you have it with a delay, then it's a speech jam.
Admittedly, it sounds cold-ridden at the moment, but I always think I've got like a nice childlike sing-song voice. It's a bit lispy. It's okay. Face for works for radio. But what is exciting is it sounds like we're in a podcast.
Exactly.
Oh my god! Can we have a jingle?
I mean, also
Jingle.
if you're watching on this screen,
Yep.
you actually are on a.
Don't even F with me. Like, this is brilliant. Can we honestly? Let's just do it one lunchtime. This is probably quite a lot of setup, isn't it?
Well, I'm hoping this will become quite quick, actually.
Yes. Can we just do a podcast every lunch? What should we theme it around?
Vegan issues, of course.
Vegan issues, vegan tech issues. Because we could talk. Because I could introduce kind of the layman sort of approach to VR. So I could chime in with stupid questions and go, what does that actually mean though? And for anyone who doesn't understand that piece of equipment, can you break it down for a simpleton? Oh, what was the Reddit acronym that we liked?
Reddit acronym.
Talk to me like I'm 5.
Oh yeah, talk to me like I'm 5. Yeah.
I can't remember the letters. TM. And we could just do a VR podcast. And I could just be the idiot asking questions in the background. And people be like, why is she on that podcast? She knows nothing.
Right.
It could be like a really naive Louis Theroux approach. If I just be like, actually, I do know a lot, but I'm asking purposefully naive questions.
I'm just joining the podcast, so you should.
Oh. This isn't live anywhere, is it?
It's live on my YouTube where it's a hidden YouTube.
Okay.
So
It's just live on the Wide Sussex Twitter feed.
I was a bit worried because I was logged into the Wide Sussex
Okay.
chat account, so yeah.
Yeah, well, let's be careful. Let's not diss anyone.
Joining.
Well, welcome to Chris Chowens and Rosalie Hoskins' first podcast. Welcome. We will be talking about... enter Chris. There he is. There we go. I mean, I feel like if we wanted to be serious about podcasts, do we really need to add visuals? I feel like our textured voices add enough rich content. And then we don't have to worry about how we look. This is, Chris, this is genius. Do you know that?
It's my favourite setup in the world.
We just need to do this all the time. I'll just go in the other room and I'll dial in and then we can act like, what we do, okay, got it. So this is my new concept for our podcast, is that we'll pretend that we have a different international guest, but bear with me, I'm in the green room and we'll set up a different background every week. So we're like, and here's our guest from Hawaii. And then there'll be, and I'll be in the green room, but we'll have palm trees up and everyone will think I'm in Hawaii. And then we'll just keep going. Ta-da.
I just need to have a good camera angle.
I'm not as exciting because I'm so far away.
The only thing is, I need to keep it.
Oh, so now it's in a world of echoes.
Yeah. Can we stop for a second?
Yeah, sure.
Do you mind taking this laptop back to your desk and just talking to me like
Favourite thing to do.
yeah, just talk to the laptop.
Okay. Myself. Brilliant.
My-
Can I talk and walk? If you might think I'm being insane.
yeah, that's possible.
Okay. Talk and walk. Here we go. Maybe I could. Oh, that's horrible echo.
Yeah, I'm trying to get rid of the echo is the trick.
Maybe I can pick on people to talk instead of me. I'd be like, do you want to be on the Line podcast? And then everyone would say no.
That totally works.
Pick on someone.
Wait, you can hear me, right? Can you hear me?
Busy.
All right. Hopefully, maybe I'm muted. Let's check how this looks.
James.
Hopefully, maybe I'm muted.
Chris.
Do.
So he's in a large meeting room and he said,
Hello.
walk away with the laptop and carry on talking. Because we're trying to do a podcast. You want to be on the podcast?
Hello. Hi Chris, how you doing?
We don't know if it's working or not. Chris, can you hear us? Quick talk for 20 seconds about turtles.
One of my favourite children's TV shows when I was growing up was Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. I had a strong affection for the main protagonist of the story, Bebop and Rocksteady. I suppose that's as much as I know.
Thank you. I'll go back and see if you got any of that. I'll ask you questions about James's feelings about turtles. Okay, I'm putting you down, Chris. I've run out of words. I'm going to come and see if that's working. In a second.
Also, did you not hear me? I must have. I think my laptop has the sound turned off, so you can
No,
hear me
we
talking
didn't
back to you.
hear anything.
Um,
Talking to ourselves.
the real trick I can do is move Ed further that way.
Yeah?
I might move him one more seat along. Actually, no, that's really cheeky. That's lazy. I can play with compression. I can do this. I've got it. I know what I'm doing. It's fine.
I'm very excited by the setup.
It's such a good setup.
Okay, well done.
Settings.
Okay, if I can test anything else, let me know. Do you want me to bring your laptop back?
Oh, you might as well leave it there. At least I'll pick up a couple of things here and there, so I can check. How do I stop it picking up?
Singularity is hard to predict, like a black hole, what happens past the event horizon.
Right. So once it's implemented, it's very difficult because it will
Once
be
the
able
genie's
to,
out of the bubble, what's going to happen?
and it will be able to improve itself.
Yes.
That's where it gets spooky, right? The idea that it can do thousands of years of innovation. We're very, very quick.
Yeah.
And then we'll be just ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
We will be like this ridiculous biological shitting, pissing thing trying to stop the gods. No, stop. We like living with a finite lifespan and watching, Norman Rockwell paintings.
It could be terrible, and it could be great. It's not clear.
Right.
But one thing is for sure, we will not control it.
Do you think that it's likely that we will merge somehow or another with this sort of technology and it'll augment what we are now? Or do you think it will replace us?
Well, that's the scenario. The merge scenario with AI is the one that seems like probably the best. Like
For
if
us.
yes. Like if you can't beat it, join it. That's
Yeah.
So from a long-term existential standpoint, that's like the purpose of Neuralink, is to create a high bandwidth interface to the brain such that we can be symbiotic with AI. Because we have a bandwidth problem. We just can't communicate through it because it's too slow.
And where's Neuralink at right now?
I think we'll have something interesting to announce in a few months. That's at least an order of magnitude better than anything else. Probably, I think better than probably anyone thinks is possible.
How much can you talk about that right now?
I don't want to jump the gun on that.
But what's like the ultimate, what's the idea behind it? Like, what are you trying to accomplish? What would you like, best case scenario?
I think best case scenario, we effectively merge with AI, where AI serves as a tertiary cognition layer, where we've got the limbic system, the primitive brain essentially. We've got the cortex. So you're currently in a symbiotic relationship. Your cortex and limbic system are in a symbiotic relationship. And generally people like their cortex and they like their limbic system. I haven't met anyone who wants to delete their limbic system or delete their cortex. Everybody seems to like both. And the cortex is mostly in service to the limbic system. People may think that the thinking part of themselves is in charge, but it's mostly their limbic system that's in charge. And the cortex is trying to make the limbic system happy. That's what most of that computing power is oriented towards. How can I make the limbic system happy? That's what it's trying to do. Now, if we do have a third layer, which is the AI extension of yourself, that is also symbiotic. And there's enough bandwidth between the cortex and the AI extension of yourself such that the AI doesn't de facto separate, then that could be a good outcome. That could be quite a positive outcome for the future.
So instead of replacing us, it will radically change our capabilities.
Yes, it will enable anyone who wants to have superhuman cognition. Anyone who wants. This is not a matter of earning power, because your earning power would be vastly greater after you do it. So it's just like anyone who wants can just do it, in theory. That's the theory. And if that's the case, then, and let's say billions of people do it, then the outcome for humanity will be the sum of human will, the sum of billions of people's desire for the future. And
but
that
billions of people with enhanced cognitive ability, radically
Yes.
enhanced.
Yes.
And which would be, how much different than people today? Like if you had to explain it to a person who didn't really understand what you were saying, like how much different are you talking about? When you say radically improved, like what do you mean? You mean mind reading?
It would be difficult to really appreciate the difference. It's kind of like, how much smarter are you with a phone or computer than without? You're vastly smarter, actually. You can answer any question. If you connect to the internet, you can answer any question pretty much instantly, any calculation. Your phone's memory is essentially perfect. You can remember flawlessly. Your phone can remember videos. pictures, and everything perfectly. That your phone is already an extension of you. You're already a cyborg. You don't even, well, most people don't realize they are already a cyborg. That phone is an extension of yourself. It's just that the data rate, the rate at which, or the communication rate between you and the cybernetic extension of yourself, that is your phone and computer, is slow. It's very slow. And that is like a tiny straw of information flow between your biological self and your digital self. And we need to make that tiny straw like a giant river, huge, high bandwidth interface. It's an interface problem, data rate problem. Solve the data rate problem, then I think we can hang on to human-machine symbiosis through the long term. And then people may decide that they want to retain their biological self or not. I think they'll probably choose to retain their biological self.
Versus some sort of Ray Kurzweil scenario where they download themselves into a computer?
You will be essentially snapshotted into a computer at any time. If your biological self dies, you could probably just upload into a new unit. Literally.
Pass that way. We're getting crazy over here. This is getting ridiculous.
Down the rabbit hole.
Grab that sucker. Give me some of that.
My name is Chris Chown, and I am talking directly
See,
over
I've
been
the
thinking
top
about
of
this
the
for a
Joe
long
Rogan
time, by the way.
I
experience.
believe you, yeah.
I'm interested
talking
to
to one
see
about- cheers, by the way.
if I'm going to be affecting the way they sound, or are they being turned down. It'll be interesting to see, so I'm going to keep talking and now open up the live stream so I can watch it
Whoever
back.
it was, thanks. Good. Yeah, it is good. This is just inevitable. Again, going back to when you decided to have this fatalistic viewpoint. So you tried to warn people. You talked about this pretty extensively. I've read several interviews where you talked about this, and then you just sort of just said, "Okay, it just is. Let's just." And you, in a way, by communicating the potential fear. I mean, for sure, you're getting the warning out to some people.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I was really going on the warning quite a lot. I was warning everyone I could. You ever met with Obama, and just for one reason, look,
Just to talk about AI.
Yes.
And what did he say? He said, "What about Hillary? Worry about her first." Shh, everybody be quiet.
No, he listened. He certainly listened. I met with Congress. I was at a meeting of all 50 governors and talked about just AI danger, and I talked to everyone I could. No one seemed to realize
Hello, I'm talking.
where this was
I'm
going.
Talking.
Is it that, or do they just assume that someone smarter than them is already taking care of it?
Assistant at Wide Sussex.
Because when people hear about something like AI, it's almost abstract. It's almost like it's so hard to wrap your head around it. By the time it already happens, it'll be too late.
Yeah, I think they didn't quite understand it, or didn't think it was near term, or not sure what to do about it. And I said, like, an obvious thing to do is to just establish a committee, government committee, to gain insight, before you do oversight, before you do make regulations, you should try to understand what's going on. And then if you have an insight committee, then once they learn what's going on, get up to speed, then they can make maybe some rules or propose some rules. And that would be probably a safer way to go about things.
It seems, I mean, I know that it's probably something that the government's supposed to handle, but it seems like I don't want the government to handle this.
Who do you want to handle it?
I want you to handle this.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. I feel like you're the one who could ring the bell better. Because if Mike Pence starts talking about AI, I'm like, shut up, bitch. You don't know anything about AI. Come on, man. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, but I don't have the power to regulate other companies. What am I supposed to?
Right. But maybe companies could agree. Maybe there could be some sort of a. I mean, there's.
That's so cool. So this is going to be on this screen. Oh no, this is going to be just Jim.
Yeah.
Oh right. Okay. So this is going to go out to the
One last test. I think I've got rid of the echo. Testing 1, 2, talking here, talking. I think I've got rid of all the echo.